You open a shopping app on your phone. You drop a pair of shoes into your basket. The price is lower than those shoes could cost to make and ship halfway around the world. You close the app. You come back the next day and the number has changed. Same shoes, a different price. You probably had one quick thought. Someone must be losing money for the price to be that low. Maybe it is the worker who made the shoes, paid almost nothing. Maybe it is you, paying with something you cannot quite see. That thought feels obvious. It is exactly what most videos about these apps tell you. Here is the strange part. Neither guess is the real reason. To find the real one, you have to put down your phone and walk into a factory on the other side of the world. There is one man standing inside it. Call him Chen. Chen makes shoes. For years his machines ran almost every day of the month, filling one huge order after another for a famous brand. Now the big orders arrive, then stop. Between them, his machines sit switched off for 2 weeks at a time. His workers stand beside silent equipment with nothing to make. And Chen still pays rent on the building every day it stays quiet. Before we go further, hold on to one thing. The company that sold you those shoes lost money the moment you tapped buy. By the end, you will see who really pays for that loss. It is not who you think. Start with the popular answer, because part of it is true. Normally a product passes through many hands before it reaches you. Each pair of hands adds a little to the price. Buy straight from Chen and all those extra steps vanish. So one of his plain, unbranded shoes might sell for around $10. Put a famous logo on the side of that exact same shoe and the price jumps to many times that. But look closer. The same hands, paid the same small amount, made both shoes. The expensive one costs more because of the logo, not the worker. So a cheap worker cannot be the reason the plain shoe is so cheap. So here is the real reason. It begins with Chen, alone in that silent room. On one of the weeks his machines have nothing to make. His machines cost him money whether they run or not. The rent stays the same. The small team watching over the equipment still gets paid. So every quiet week, Chen faces one plain choice. Take $10 for an order today or stand in an empty room and make nothing at all. He takes the $10 every time. You are not buying a discount. You are buying the shoes that a switched off machine finally got to make. If that just flipped how you see one price on your phone, good. Subscribe. And every week I will take apart one more everyday price you never thought to question. Now, back to the promise I made you. Someone lost money the second you tapped buy, and we still do not know who. Now the part almost no one explains. You would expect the app to take a big share of Chen's $10, the way a normal shop marks everything up. It takes almost nothing. So what is Chen actually paying for? He is paying to be the first shoe you see. Picture your screen the second the app opens. One shoe sits right at the top where your thumb lands first. Every factory with machines sitting still that week wants that one spot, and they fight for it in a single brutal way. Whoever names the lowest price wins the top of your screen. Every factory that asks a cent more drops lower down into the shoes you scroll straight past, never knowing they were there. So Chen asks himself the obvious thing. Why sell this low again and again? Why not lift the price the moment buyers show up? He knows the answer before he finishes asking. The second he raises it, those buyers slide to the next factory standing still, the one offering a little less. And there is always another factory standing still. Someone is always ready to go a little lower. The app pushes you along too. A wheel you spin for a surprise discount. A clock counting down on a deal before it vanishes. Small games that pull you back to open it one more time today. And it works. Plenty of people end up buying things they never came for. There is another factory just down the road that never joined this game. It keeps its own name on the shoes and it never drops its price. It sells far fewer pairs, but each pair earns enough to cover the machines, the workers, and a real profit on top. Same country, same shoes, two completely different bets. Chen sometimes wonders if he chose wrong. This is also why the app feels so strange to scroll. It is not a normal shop with a season and a plan. You're looking at whatever machines happen to fall quiet that week. Next week, different machines go silent and a whole new jumble of things appears in their place. Now, the company that connects you to Chen. It does not earn a single dollar on your order. People who study the company believe it loses nearly $30 every time someone like you taps buy. Picture that for a second. The shoes leave Chen's factory, cross an ocean, and land at your door, and the company that arranged the whole thing ends up $30 poorer for handing them to you. Which leaves one obvious question. If it loses money on every order, how is it still standing? Here is the answer, and it is not the one you were warned about. It is not quietly selling your private details. The company loses that $30 on purpose because it is not really selling you shoes, it is buying you. It pays $30 today to put those shoes in your hand, betting you will keep opening the app for years. You thought you were hunting a bargain. You were the bargain. A factory dropped its price, an app lost $30, both fighting to win you. Tap like if you see it now. It decides what the next person sees. This video or the thing they were about to buy.